Zen. We all have heard this word, but what exactly is being in the state of Zen? And what is being mindful? What is the connection between Zen, mindfulness, and meditation? This book, Mindful to Mindful, written by Om Swami, deals with these topics. If you want to know what all these are, keep watching. Life is filled with troubles and problems, yet it has to be lived gracefully and with gratitude. Take a glass of water and fill it with a spoon of milk, cola, lemon, orange. Choose your fill. If you want, add a spoon of sugar and salt as well. Our original state is like that of pure water. Everything else added to it is conditioning. Much of our suffering exists because of our attitudes and habits and emotions which we use to deal with any situation. All these attitudes and habits and emotions are a result of our conditioning from childhood. These attitudes, habits and emotions are our biases. It's like our own little binoculars that we use to look at life and also handle various situations in life. And this leads to our suffering. Let me give you an example. In a family situation, for watching television, how many times there is a difference of opinion regarding the channel to watch? If everyone agrees with us, we are happy. But if others don't agree with us, we become sad and dejected. Now, just try to remember last year, this month, what programs you watched. Which program or channel or movie made you happy? Can you remember? No? Then what is the use of being happy or being dejected on such matters? And in drowning in such emotions and attitudes, what we miss out is the present, the now, this moment. Let's take another example. Try to analyze yourself or any person around you on what they speak. You will find people speaking about the past or speculating about the future. The present moment is simply absent from their conversation and their thought. Their happiness or sadness or worries relate to either past or in speculation of the future. This can happen or that can happen, which may create problem, that kind of thought process. The point being, to make life meaningful, you have to live in the now. And by living in the now, you save yourself from the bias of conditioning, and the individual is freed from the sorrows, dependence, worries, anger, judgment and similar lower energies related to being in the past or in the speculative future. One becomes aware of the moment, the now, and this brings about peace and internal happiness, the internal harmony which everyone needs. This is the state of awareness, of awakening, the state of Zen. This is a state of flow, your natural self, our natural self. The mind becomes silent and effective. I will add here, it sounds very simple to live in the now, in this moment, and be in a state of awareness, but it needs a lot of practice, particularly through meditation, to reach this state. And one has to keep practicing every day. One can view Zen as one step ahead of simple meditation. Zen is like being in the meditative state in every moment of our life. To be in the meditative state, one does not need to sit at one place and close eyes and try to empty the mind. One can be in the meditative state while walking, while eating, while doing one's work. Most of the time, our behavior and actions are automatic, but in the state of Zen, there is no automaticity, and we are rooted in the present, and what we speak or what actions we take are with awareness of the moment. There is synchronicity in our intentions, actions and speech with that of our mind. In this state of Zen, the mind is fully under your control. The author says the word Zen is a derivative from the word Dhyan. Some Japanese words related to Zen have also been discussed in this book. Zazen is sitting down meditation, but unlike the usual meditation, in Zazen the eyes are half closed. Kinhin is walking meditation. Then relating to this is Chado, which is a word for tea ritual. All these have been discussed in great detail in the book. An interesting observation that the author makes is all the religious symbols people put on their head, whether that be a mark on forehead or turban or prayer cap, they are in reality triggers for mindfulness, so that such a person always remains mindful. Sadly, the true meaning of these symbols are not understood by common people, and these have become just symbols of religious identity. The author discusses in great detail Heart Sutra, which is the foundation of Zen and is a conversation between Buddha and his disciple Shariputra. In this, the most important thing in my understanding is the concept of impermanence or transience or shunyata, all these bearing the same meaning in this framework. Now just try to recall what you had for dinner a week ago or a month ago. Do you remember? But even apart from just food, there must have been people in your life whom you thought you cannot live without. But such a person is no longer in your life. Maybe a friend is no longer a friend. The ground you played in your childhood, there's a mall standing there. The city you loved, you had to leave. The point being, the inherent nature of life is emptiness or shunya. Nothing is permanent and everything is transient. Our thoughts, emotions, pain, suffering are not permanent. Similarly, happiness and pleasures are also transient. Impermanence does not mean we stop doing our karma. It only means we do our karma with the inner knowing of the impermanence of the outer reality. People who give pain will always be in our life. Challenging situations will always keep coming in our life. But if we are in a state of Zen, we won't suffer because of external things. By being in Zen, we have awareness of the ultimate reality. So we will keep doing our karma and derive happiness from within. An important aspect of this book is the last section where the author discusses the 4 foundations of Zen. These are compassion, humility, discipline and forgiveness. If an example of a car is taken, then our mind is the engine and these 4 virtues are the 4 wheels. The book discusses many other aspects of life and how to practice to become aware and raise oneself to the higher energies of the state of Zen. This is an excellent book, highly recommended for both understanding the concepts and also as a beginner's guide to practice to elevate oneself to higher energies of awareness of being in the Zen. Thank you for watching this presentation.